Now we need to address the first part. What is it?
Challenges.
Okay, what will be the subheading?
Challenges before the Indian economy.
Okay. Challenges before the Indian economy when the world is moving away from free trade and multilateral to protectionism and bilateralism. That is going to be very big, right? We need to simplify it. How can we simplify it? Or you can do one thing. We'll do like this. First of all, you write an intro. Okay. Then you quote this as these challenges before, or like we can quote like this. The challenges before Indian economy when the world is moving away from free trade and multilateralism to protectionism and bilateralism are. Okay. Like it is like are, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You understood?
So, can we write this much big heading?
No. Actually, this is not a heading. You might have seen in the toppers answers also. First of all, we'll just introduce our answer with the introduction, right? We will just start another paragraph. Mid of suppose this is our. Okay, 1 second. Suppose this is. Where is it? Yeah. Suppose there is the this is the introduction. Okay. This is what I'm writing. Challenges before Indian economy when the world is moving away from free trade and multilateralism to protectionism and bilateralism are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this. You understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So should we do some brainstorming on what are the challenges before the Indian economy when the world is moving away from free trade and multilateralism to protectionism and bilateralism?
Yes, sir. We can.
Yeah, let's do. Yeah. If so, let's think. What can be the problems? What do you think?
So we can promote the free trade agreements with specific.
No, not solution. I'm asking what are the challenges? What are the challenges?
Same we can write, so like our free trade agreements are not very much efficient. Like for example, I guess.
No, wait. You got a point. I know you got a point, and that is a valid point also. But the problem is you are not placing it in the correct context. Just frame it in a way that you are able to bring the thing. First of all, what will be the? Suppose we are we export a lot of things too. Let's think very straight. Okay, suppose India is exporting wheat. Okay, it is not the correct word, but still I'm just saying. Suppose India is exporting wheat to Israel, maybe Ukraine. Okay, sorry, wheat to Ukraine. Okay. If that is the case, what will be the current situation now? Will we be able to export it due to the war? The export will be low, right?
Yes, sir.
So what can be the very basic point that you can write? What it is saying, if the world is moving away from multilateralism to protectionism, what does it mean?
Promote the domestic selling only.
Exactly. Not only promoting, they want to reduce the international dependence or foreign dependence, to be more precise. Right?
Yes, sir.
So this is it. So that is it. That is it what they are discussing here. The world away from free trade and multilateralism to protectionism and bilateralism. Instead of dealing with multiple partners, suppose this is India. See, these things are not clear. Okay. One second. One second. Yeah. So the first thing is, before the Indian economy, when the world is moving away from free trade and multilateralism to protectionism and bilateralism. Okay, the idea of self-reliance. Okay, import reduction. Okay, these are the master brains of protectionism, and also they want to, as Pranshu said, they want to protect the domestic industries. Okay, this is the protectionism. Now, my question is, what does it mean by bilateralism, multilateralism to bilateralism? That is, initially it was some of the organizations that decided the rules, like it was the WTO or maybe GATT before. Then we can say like multilateral cooperative agreements. But now it is more of direct FTA, India, Europe FTA, India, Switzerland FTA kind of things. Okay, that is the countries are dealing bilaterally instead of multilateralism. So, what is the first thing we can say? Protectionism. Okay, protectionism leads to very simple thing: reduced trade. Okay, I will let you know. I will just give you. I know that you people will be having answers, but I want you to, before itself, I want you to think like this. Okay, suppose the very basic thing is trade reduction. Okay, due to export production. As the countries are promoting protectionism, they will reduce the import from India. That leads to reduced export from India. Okay, what will be the case if the export is there? What will be the case of forex? Monisha?
Foreign exchange reserve.
What will be the case of forex when the exports are reduced?
Will
reduce. Right. Okay, we can quote that. Then what? Then we got 2 points, right? We got 2 points, connected points. Then what? What can be the other situation? The protectionism is happening.
Trade deficit.
Yeah, that can be here only. Trade deficit. That's a better word than that I have put forward. You can use this word. Trade deficit is the correct word. Yeah.
BOP crisis.
Yeah. Future BOP crisis. Okay. Yes. Then.
Inflation, maybe.
How? Explain.
So, we are not able to export. So, kind of, I'm not sure, sir.
Okay, it's all right.
Yeah.
Maybe foreign dollar is reduced in our.
That is it. What you are told in forex, reduction in forex, no? Yes. Yeah.
Then domestic product become cheaper.
What we can say?
Maybe, may not be.
Can we call it as a recession? Future of recession can be a situation. Recessionary environmental, recessionary environment. Can we say like that? Okay, then.
So, depreciation.
Okay, like it can be a 6 point depreciation of currency. Can we write like this, no? Reduction in reduced global consensus, as there is no multilateral organizations consensus. Can we write like that? Depreciation of currency.
So, fifth point, what is the meaning of that?
Okay, reduce global consensus. I mean, not global consensus. I will say like, okay, we'll say like global order. Global order. This is a globalized world. This is a globalized world. Okay, this is India. Okay, the trade policies of China is also affecting us, right? The trade policies of India is also affecting China. The trade policies of China is affecting Sri Lanka. The America's trade policies is also affecting India, right?
Yes, sir.
Everything is interconnected, right? So
Yes.
if there is no multilateral organization, which will bring a uniformity in the law and order or the condition that can lead to atrocities or like extreme non-uniform or highly varied policies. Okay, that's what I meant by that. Global consensus, lack of because there is a problem about the multilateral organizations also, right? Suppose, let me ask you something. You guys are aware about the world, like the tariff war with India and USA, and maybe India, USA, and China. Okay, what will be the case if WTO is have a greater say? If they are efficient enough to interfere in between and say, no, this is not possible. Why? Because this should not be like this. You are using trade as a weapon. This should not be there. Who should be saying it? It should be WTO. They are not able to control this. That means this organization is failed, right? What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So who is this? Bhagat came, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is it. Then now we talked about the problems. Now tell me, what can be the solution? What can be the solution? Just think and say, no problem.
Mutually agreed bilateral trade agreements.
The problem itself is bilateralism, man.
Sorry, sir, I just not sure.
Yeah. I will show you the question. You just read the question number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the question. The problem itself is bilateralism is a problem. Not bilateralism as a problem. They are saying like the bilateralism is not that good like that.
Isn't the question asking that it is already there, protectionism and bilateralism?
Exactly.
In that, what are the challenges for India?
Yep. So we have.
So as a solution, we cannot try that the free trade agreements with specific countries.
What can we say? That there are regional organizations, right? Let me explain. Let me give you some insights into the IR. Okay. This is it. The trade, when we talk about the trade part of economy, it has some overlapping with the IR. Let's think. There is an organization called WTO, right? Okay. They are waste. I mean, they are not efficient. They act as a police over the developing countries and act as a mule when it comes to the case of an industrialized or a developed nation. Okay. Let's talk. Suppose India is there. India is negotiating with China. Okay. India is negotiating with the USA. This is one case. The other case, India is negotiating with EU. India negotiating with our AU, that is African Union. India with ASEAN. India सार्क. देखो इसमें से पूरा का पूरा एक रीजनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हूँ, है ना? इसका मतलब क्या है? तो मतलब है whenever a situation is happening, no one country can like arbitrarily take a decision. The regional is this. The regional organization is made. Understood? So when they are framing a trade law, or maybe when they are signing an FTA with EU, it won't be that arbitrarily. Why? Because it is not dealing with one particular nation. It is dealing with a regional organization. That is it. We can quote like this. In the era of failed multilateralism, okay, regional organization have an important role to play. We can talk about G7. G7 is a great example. What do you think about G7? What is the status of India? Whether India is a member of G7?
No, sir.
What about others?
No.
What do you think? Monisha and Pranshu?
No, sir, it's not.
Yes, India is not a member. India is just an observer. My question is, in the G7 countries, there is Italy. Why? Italy is not India is much bigger than Italy. India is like 3 to 4 times bigger than Italy, but there is Italy in G7. And the definition for a membership of G7 itself is group of 7 largest economies in the world. There is no India. India is just an observer. Okay, so this is it. The regionalization, the regional powers, BIMSTEC is having an importance. Okay, you know the difference between SAARC and BIMSTEC?
Yes, sir.
Why India is not interested with SAARC?
Sir, actually, as we are sharing a lot of borders, so there is. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, most of our trade goes to Southeast Asian only, sir.
No, my question is why India is disturbed with SAARC nations?
SAARC.
That organization, SAARC organization.
No idea.
Anybody else?
Just a question. I didn't get that.
My question is India is bit disturbed whenever it comes to whenever India is not ready to mingle that freely whenever it comes to SAARC.
Sir, it's Pakistan is there, I think. So
exactly. That is the thing. Pakistan is there. That's why India made this BIMSTEC. Okay, so it is very necessary that you should be dealing with the regional powers. Okay, well, that is one. Okay, regional FTAs. Okay, we are now talking about the solution. Honest, as Pranshu said, regional FTAs. Okay, then.
So friendship with particular nations, like what we are doing with Afghanistan, who can put forward our say in the organizations.
So, okay, let's build a framework. If you can just give me some time, like maybe like 2 minutes, we will build a framework. I mean, I'm going to build a live template of how we can think. Even I don't know. I'm just going to build in front of you, okay? Let's see. Will it be able to do it or not? For this kinds of question, we need a template to think, because it is not possible to think in the line of political, economical, social, those kinds of things is not that possible here. So let's build a new one, okay? Just check the GS2 syllabus, because there is the topic IR is coming in there only. So I'm just taking that topic. So whenever you're writing a answer in IR, it's better to go with the lines of the syllabus. Yeah. So we need a solution. Okay. On the right hand side, you can see the syllabus. I believe you can see the syllabus on the right hand side. On the left hand side, you can see the notepad. So the first thing is like neighborhood. What we can do, talk about the neighborhood. Some points, just think and say.
So, neighborhood as in like, we can say maybe that improving the relations with the neighborhood.
Okay. So we can say like, I'm just dumping, okay? Note that exactly to the question. Strengthen the neighborhood first policy. You know what is neighborhood first policy? You heard of it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then now one bilateral solution. Bilateral, I mean this bilateral is also like neighborhood first is like a bilateral thing only. Okay, then one bilateral like what? Friendshoring. Friendshoring. Actually, it's a negative term, but still it's called friendshoring. You know what do you mean by friendshoring?
The one who shares our with our body.
Nothing. Not that one. Friendshoring means, suppose China is the largest producer of REE, that is rare earth elements. Okay, it produces more than 90% of the rare earth elements of the world. But we are dependent. But China is not our friend. You imagine, suppose there is Vietnam. Okay, Vietnam is also producing REE. Okay, so instead of buying from China, we go to Vietnam and purchase the REE. And that process, that is shoring with the friends. Okay, shoring means just, what do we say? Ship are shoring, right? So we just shore with the friends. That's the solution, right? What do you think?
Sir, it will improve bilateral. Sir, it will improve, sir.
Sorry? You didn't understood? Pranshu, you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Shall we write that? But the problem is still, it comes on like this one only. I mean, like the bilateral thing only. Friendshoring also. But let's think anyway. Okay? Then we'll talk about regional. We have mentioned about it, right? The regional part we have mentioned. Okay? Then global groupings and agreements involving India or affecting India's interest. We should also say like, we should be also Atmanirbhar. Can we say like that?
Yes,
We should be also Atmanirbhar. We should also be self-reliant. Monisha, are you there?
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. What is strengthen NHFP means? Sorry, I have.
It's like a neighborhood first policy.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then self-reliance, we can also talk about it. As the world is moving towards uncertainty, as the world is more bilateral instead of multilateralism, as the world is more moving toward protectionism, we should also try to be self-reliant, right? Then what?
So, can we also write some policy like promoting local artisans, like from PM Vishwakarma?
Very good. Okay, bring details. That is it. Like PM Vishwakarma, skill development vision, Mudra loans, MSME boosting, everything. Bring as much as things you can. Your paper should be stuffed with things. Okay, then only they will be able to give you marks. And you should be putting everything and underline, okay? They should see that at the first instance itself. Okay? Can we talk about the diaspora? If you want to give great points, you can use this thing also. Use the Indian diaspora for its benefits. You know what do you mean by diaspora?
Yes, sir.
You got IR classes from here?
No, sir.
Yeah. But still, you know diaspora, right? Monisha, you know diaspora, right?
So actually, Monisha is not there, I think.
Huh? Manisha
Manisha is not there. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So we can think like this. We can bring like we could use the affluent diaspora for India's advantage. Okay, we can quote like this. Then what is next? Then last we can say like we need to strengthen the multilateral organization like WTO. You understood how I am framing sentences? I mean, how I am thinking. So we will be getting a lot of diverse points. Okay, that is there should be neighborhood thing is there. Then bilateral, one regional, one global. Okay, then agreements. Then effect. Then we should be talking about how developed countries and developing countries should be taking up. We don't have that point here in this particular thing. We need to bring about the diaspora. We need to bring about the international institution. This is how you make an IR answer. Diverse IR answer points can be brought. You understood? This should be the template. Okay. So if that is the case, 1 second.
So,
Yeah.
how India as a country can strengthen the WTO?
Yes. Suppose we can say like India can we can say like either India can preach. Okay. Or you just write strengthen, like you mean like you can take, you have multiple friends like USA.
Sir, I have doubt, sir.
Yes.
Can you use the word coffee?
One second. Yeah. So Pranshu, so it is like how India alone can do something, nothing can be done. Okay. So whenever we say like the solution should be to aim for strengthening the multilateral organization, India can aim, right? That is okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me, Bhagat.
Sir, can we use the word coffee club with respect to international relations?
Yeah, we can reuse, but the problem is Coffee Club is not our side, no? They are with they are against our. I think so. Yeah, they are like saying instead of India, they should be getting the permanent membership, right? That is Pakistan is involved in it, huh?
Yeah, of course.
Use those kinds of things. Those kinds of things can be used.
Okay.
But not in you should not be writing them as an advantage to India. They are a disadvantage to India.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You can quote this kind of thing whenever you are writing an IR answer. No, you can be a bit creative. You can call China the dragon in the room, in India the elephant in the room. Okay, so whenever I write, but I was not able to write the same in the exam hall. But whenever I used to take the test series, I used to get like 120 plus for my GS2, especially this IR portions. What I do is we know some things, no, like the IR is like most of the time, like no, not most of the time, like 95% of the time, they are like completely from the current affairs. So what I will do is I will take the organization like SCO, AU, like EU, India, China, India, Pakistan, India, like Russia. Then what I will do is I will make a separate introduction for each one of them. The
introduction of the organization, right?
Organizations. And how I make the introduction? I quote them. I mean, I just, if possible, 1 second. If I have time, I will show you 1 second. Hello? Yeah, sorry, that is not with me right now. I will show you later. I will show you my IR note. Okay. So there I have like this kind of thing. I quote that Jayashankar, I quote Nehru, I quote Modi, I quote everybody. Like, I mean, I believe that through that you can get enough, great marks. Like others will be just quoting some facts. If you can just quote some, if you can quote some nice quotes. Suppose when we talk about Australia, I had a quote like India and Australia is having by the a British PM, sorry, by the Australian PM, where he says that India and Australia have common interests from cricket to democracy, and we are natural friends. There is a quote like that. So I maintain those kind of files every time. So I can just easily put up some answers, and I don't know what happened. Like I don't know, but I was not able to put that in during the exam. Maybe this was my the pressure was very high, so I lost my mind. But if the mind was on my hand, I might have cleared this mains this time. So that is I'm telling you. So just prepare now itself. From now onwards, whenever you're writing something, just put your conscious effort to write great answer. So that can help you. Okay. Yes. So this is a template. Okay. Just note it somewhere that whenever you're writing an IR answer, the structure of the answer should be, first of all, neighborhood. Then there should be a point on bilateral point. Then regional point. Okay. Then global point. Okay. Then international agreement side. Okay. Then international policies, if you know. International policies means this protectionism itself is an international policy. Okay, friendshoring is an international policy, and no trade with the terrorist is a policy. No first use is a policy. Okay, that is international policy I'm talking. Okay, involvement of developed nation.
Sir, is sharing screen or just?
Oh, sorry, man, I'm not sharing. Okay. Shit. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the thing I was saying is, whenever you're writing an answer, this should be your points. The first point should be on neighborhood. Neighborhood. Second point should be on bilateral. There should be a regional point. There should be a global point. There should be an international agreement point. There should be an international policy point. There should be a developed nations point. I mean, for example, suppose we are writing about something, the involvement of USA, you can just quote, or how USA is taking up the climate diplomacy, you can talk. Okay. So that is the developed nation thing. Okay. And then you should be bringing an international organization's perspective. Perspective. Okay. This is also a template. Think like this. Whenever you're getting a question, you think like this. You write answers on this similar line, you will get great marks. That is, there should be a point on neighborhood, there should be a bilateral, there should be a regional, there should be global, international agreement, international policy, develop the nation thing, international organization. You understood? Bhagat?
Yes,
a template that,
got it.
just take a screenshot. Just take a screenshot if you want.
Already taken.
Yes. Okay. You think like this. The way you think is going to be matter in your exam. More than you write, it should be like how fast you can think something. The faster you think, the faster that will come on your paper. Okay? Yes. So, yeah. Pranshu, you're getting what we are saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. Let's take the question number 3. Just talk about the question number 3 there. Yeah. Explain the factors influencing the decision of farmers on the selection of high value crops in India. That is the question. Very straightforward question. how can we introduce? What do you think? How can we introduce this particular question? Is there is any? Can we use any quote, or you have any sort of data, or maybe any definition? What do you think?
So with respect to agriculture and village, I'll definitely go with Gandhi and quota, sir.
What is it?
I think it's village is the backbone of India.
Okay.
And agriculture is the something. Sorry, I forgot that same.
I think that can be used in for the conclusion.
Okay.
Village is the backbone of India, and agriculture is the backbone of village. You can write like that. You don't have to put this thing. You can write, and you can just, like, if you put quote unquote Gandhi, it should be by Gandhi. Or if you can just write and say like, Gandhi, it's okay. There should be the Gandhi's idea should be there. There is no necessary that you should be quote unquote the words exactly. You should not be you don't need to present it. Okay. So explain the factors influencing the decision of the farmers on the selection of high value crops in India. You can say something, na? Okay. Let me ask you something. Okay. I think I have given you this particular quote. Whenever there is a question on agriculture, the easiest and most super way to introduce your answer is like by explaining the paradox. Okay, I will just tell you this. You can just use it everywhere. Blindly you can use it. You will get mark. Okay, the quote is not the quote. The data is more than 41% of India's labor force participate in agricultural activity, yet the contribution to by the agricultural GVA to the total GDP is less than 15%. You understood the quote that I have wrote? I mean, I know the handwriting is worst. I know it. But you are able to follow what I am telling?
Yes, sir.
Pranchu?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So why can't we introduce? Can we introduce with this particular introduction?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Explain the factors. So we are just wrote this. Then the first heading, that is factors influencing selection of high value crops. Okay. It's like a 10 marker, and I can see only. Okay. Or do one thing, na. See this. You should not see this as like me dictating everything. Just see this as a discussion. If you have some better points than mine, please tell me. Let me know.
Okay, sir.
So why can't we write like how we write? Well, the factors are influencing the selection of high value crops. We need how many, like the more subparts you bring to the question, the more marks you are going to get. So what all the parts we can bring from the question?
So the monetary value attached to the higher demand of.
Yeah, I understood the content part. I'm not asking about the content part. I'm asking about the structure part. What all structure we can bring there?
So first of all, we can, as usual, with after introduction, we can start with factors influencing agriculture.
Okay, factors influencing the selection of high value crops.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think? Can we write like positive factors?
Yes,
Positive factors, then negative factor. Then we will get two subparts, right? Okay, what are the positive factors that is affecting the high selection of high value crops?
So mostly it creates more productivity, sir.
Productivity, super point.
Along with that, it takes some less investment. I mean, like comparatively, less investment on what's that, sir?
No.
Pesticides.
High value crops doesn't mean that they want very less investment. Suppose if you want to cultivate like there are some mushrooms which is very high value, but the seed, 1 gram of seed itself costs around 2 lakhs or something like that. So there are like investment rate, it's like not that good, I will say. Productivity, I agreed. Okay, just let me know. Let me ask you something. Whatever, even if it is high value or any crops, what all things is going to affect?
Some
Yeah.
people,
Seasonal change, sir.
Seasonal facilities, rain, frost, fog kind of things I'm asking. Okay, then. Kanshu, you were saying something.
so the like people are being now health conscious, so the high value crops include like fruits and all. So maybe like demand, there is higher demand now.
Okay, yeah, demand for, I'm just writing, okay, demand for crops like fruit crops, demand for fruit crops, demand for fruits, increased demand for fruits and healthy crops, demand for healthy crops. Can we write that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, then.
So more monetary value attached with it.
That is productivity.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Then climate change, can we write that? Like to prevent climate change issues.
Yes, sir, but we cannot assure only high value crops only creating climate change.
No, we can say like the high value crops like maybe millets or makhana, he's protecting the climate.
Oh,
So
okay.
suppose I'm a climate conscious guy, I will just do this high value crop. Maybe I will be doing it for money, but I will say I'm very environment conscious.
Okay.
So we can also point like it's a fourth point. You can like increased environmental consciousness.
So with respect to the same,
Shall we write
is there
this
any
one?
points like
Shall we write like agricultural entrepreneurs, increased agricultural entrepreneurship?
Yeah, maybe, sir.
Yeah.
Like more gross value added, sir. That will be point for that side.
Yeah.
More GVA will be produced.
Yeah. So now we need some negative points. Okay, we got 5 points. Super. I was not aware about that. I was not thinking like we will get at least 3 points, but we got 5 points. Super. Now we will talk about negative things. What all will be that?
Maybe increase production cost, sir.
What should be the, like, just think like this. We are shifting to high value crops. Why? Because we have faced some setbacks with the low value crops.
Okay.
So we need to bring the setback that we have faced in the low value crops as the negative reason for the push of high value crops. What all things will be there? Just do brainstorm, okay? That is very good. This exercise is very good. I am enjoying it. What all things can be there?
Can we use water management, sir?
Okay, can we say like land fragmentation? Fragmented land.
Yeah, maybe, sir. It's good point, sir.
Fragmented land. That is, we can quote a data that is more than 80% of the farmers have less than 1 hectare of. Just use this code data wherever you need. Okay, 1 second. More than 80%. Sorry, it's less than 80%. Sorry. Okay, yeah, that is more than 80% of the farmers are just having less than 10% of land. 10, sorry, not 10%. Why I'm saying like this? Okay, having less than 1 hectare of land. Less than 1 hectare of land. Okay, this will force them. This won't allow them to invest in tractors. This won't allow them to invest in chemical fertilizer because they only have very small areas of land. If they want to do the cropping in these very small areas of land, how can they afford a tractor? So instead of doing this kind of cereal and like grain thing, what they will do, they will just focus on high value crops like the fungi, the English vegetables like the celery, broccoli. Okay, that is like first point can be that. Then
Soil depletion, so
super soil depletion. Then you bring the other things also. What is it? Groundwater. Sorry, I'm just bringing the organization's name. It should be, yeah. Depleting groundwater sources. As per Central Groundwater Authority, the areas of Punjab and Haryana is facing severe groundwater crisis because of the irrigation. That is forcing like low availability is forcing like this. Let me ask you a point. Like in this point, the positive, can we add globalization? Bhagat?
Yes, sir, but it's a global.
Yeah, because of the globalization only I am able to know more about the crops like saffron. I started to cultivate saffron. I started to do the vertical farming. I started to do the zero budget natural farming and all.
Yes, sir, yes.
Yeah.
It's
So now yeah, tell me.
it's a very small point. Like I don't know. Like it cannot be the main point, but can be like geotagging also. Geotagging.
What does it mean by? Just tell me. Like what your just express me your point.
Maybe I'm saying this though some other word may be there, but it was like we have a specific tag for Kashmiri saffron or no, Kashmiri pashmina. So you like no one else in India can use that word as their company's name.
Yeah, GA tags, right? Geographical indication tag, GA tag you are talking about.
Sorry, yes. Sir.
GA tag. No, it's a good point, but you can just bring it in this here, in this positive GA tags. Okay, as like a 6th or 7th point, you can just bring, because that is going to give this particular point is like, it's anyway, it is aligning with the demand of the question. So you don't have to worry about much. If it is aligning with the demand of the question, you can just bring it. Okay, yes.
Okay.
All right, then. So this is enough. We are able to generate 10, 12 points. Now, we understood the negative factors that led to the growth of. Now just go to the question again. We'll see. Yeah. Explain the factors influencing the decision of the farmers on the selection of high value crops in India. We distinguish it into 2 points. That is one is our positive factors. Second is negative factor. Okay. That led to the growth of led to the selection of high value crops. Okay, just if you want, do this also. Just draw a Venn. Okay, just draw a Venn diagram. Just write like the challenges for high value crops. What it is, what are they? Just draw a diagram. Okay, don't need to write, because that this particular portion is not asked in the question. So you should be dedicating only half of the page.
And be high input cost, I think. High input cost.
Input cost, super point. In high input cost. What about the knowledge?
Less subsidies from the government.
Wait.
Procurement prices like MSP.
Yeah, we'll talk. I mean, we only need to write the 4 challenges. What about the knowledge? Do you have the knowledge to cultivate the fungus that I'm talking about, which is going to give you 5 to 6 CR per month?
No, sir.
Yeah, knowledge deficit. Knowledge deficit regarding the high value cropping patterns. Okay, then, Pranshu, you are saying something?
So low R&D and one more we can write at like we can compare with other country. Like in China, they are using half of the land for producing more crops. So efficiency we are not having in India. In terms of technology, not hard work.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Then it's and say like R&D can be a point. It's okay. Yeah, R&D can be a point. What about geographical factors?
Yes, sir.
What our system is like, you can just write like the geographical factors. Then anywhere there can be a challenge like low political will.
So can you write this openly, sir? Actually, I write the same in some institutes paper. They didn't want to ask me to write like this.
Oh yeah, I mean, first of all, this paper is evaluated by the professors only, teachers only. So you make sure that you don't curse the teachers in the paper. And this one I used to write. I don't know whether because of that I was not able to make it into the list. I mean, I don't know that. I used to write that, but when we read the books, the standard books, whenever we are going through the land reforms, it is clearly said that the central Indian portions were failed to implement the land reforms because of lacking political will. They have openly told this one.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Then, whenever you're writing a challenge, just bring up way forward. Same, just a box. Because these two things are been asked in the question. So whenever you're writing something which is not asked in the question, write it very minimally. Okay? Why you are writing it? Suppose you got two people. You got two people writing same content. Maybe they are like maybe they might have put some effort, and they might have just wrote about the positive factors and also the negative factors. Okay, then they concluded. At that case, if you have a very small diagram telling about the challenges of the high value crops and also the way forward for the particular challenges, you will be getting at least like a half a mark extra. Okay, half marks for a one question. That is like each one half each for each question. That is 10 marks from one paper, and that is 40 marks for the GS4, like 60 marks from the optionals, and maybe 60 marks. That itself is going to pull your like that can even decide whether you will get IAS or maybe you are in the rank or not. It's that big. So that is it. That is the game of marginality which I missed which I am not going to miss again. So that is it. This is the way forward. Like 3 way forwards, 3 challenges. That itself is enough to get you an above average mark of like 4.5. Okay? Yeah. Should we do more questions today? Like, or should we discuss like one more? Should we discuss the content part or should we discuss a question more? What do you think?
So if not, are you going to close the like end the class?
Sorry?
Are you going to end the class or?
No, I'm not going to end. I'm not going to end. I want to discuss. I want to give you very minimal. Actually, the topic that we have to take today is like a trade thing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I was analyzing the papers. I was felt like the questions from this particular topic is mostly repeated in like in your mains more than your prelims. Okay, there are questions, but still, I'm planning to do this exercise every day, like at least 2 to 3 questions from mains, so that you can also think. Now that is good. Is it good? What do you think, Pranshu?
Yes, it's good, sir, but it takes some time.
Yeah, it's all right. So if that is the case, we'll just go to the content then. Okay? Yeah. You people want break?
No, sir, you can carry on, sir. No issues.
All right. Okay, whenever you're getting time now, just do this kind of things. This brainstorming, the great exercise for your mains. Okay, let's do some prelims question and shift our mood. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Please take the question and give me an answer.
Sir, I think it's 3 only, sir. Hello. I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure about the statement too, sir. Whether it's we are exporting textile text articles. But with respect to the statement one, I don't know, sir. I'm not sure about the trade never been consistent. And also with respect to 2020, around the 2020, 2021 only, Sri Lankan crisis haven't happened.
Yeah.
So option 1 won't be a right answer.
Okay.
So I don't know the statement 2. So with respect to the statement 3, I think Nepal is being the largest trading partner of India, I think.
Okay, let me ask you. Okay, wait, fine. Pranshu, what is your answer?
So according to me, D should be the answer. D.
1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Okay, that is the first thing is correct. You are saying.
Sir, according to me, third is correct. Second is also correct. And because there's no, I'm not sure of the first point. So that's why I'm saying 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. Suppose I don't know this. Seriously, I haven't read anyway. But let me tell you how I am going to approach this particular question. The value of Indo-Sri Lankan trade has consistently increased in the last decade. They are saying about past 10 years.
Yes.
That is from 2010 to 2020. Okay, the question is in 2020. Textile and textile articles constitute an important item of trade. An important item of trade between India and Bangladesh. I will say it correct. Why? Because it is a general statement. I'm not saying anything exception or anything particularly I'm not saying here. This is a general statement. I can replace Bangladesh with any nation, even with USA or France. This statement is correct. Textiles and textiles also constitute an important item of trade between India and Bangladesh. They are not mentioning about numbers. They are not saying like more than 40% of the total export. They are not saying it. They are not saying like more than 20%, more than 30%. They are not saying it. They are just saying it is an important item. Yeah, maybe it can be an important item. What's wrong in it? Right. So the second statement, I take it as correct. So one statement is eliminated. In the last 5 years, okay, that is from 2015 to 2020, Nepal has been the largest trading partner of India in South Asia. I told you, whenever I'm doing a question in like a question particularly in prelims or maybe except the science and tech, I consider all the statements as wrong first of all. Then only I will take it as correct. So here, in the last 5 years, Nepal has been the largest trading partner of India in South Asia. Okay. If the Nepal should be replaced, who can be there? Which is more powerful than Nepal?
It's
There is Bhutan.
Sorry, South Asia, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
Bhutan is there. No, I don't think Nepal. Nepal will be better than Bhutan. Then comes our guy,
Thailand
Paku.
is there. Sri Lanka is there.
Paku is there. Paku is like no.
Yep.
Then comes the Bangladesh. I know that the Bangladeshi economy is growing at a faster rate. Was growing at a faster rate at that time, not now. They've got a great textile industries and scrap. They are doing great. So I know. I mean, yeah. With the experience, you will know Bangladesh is better than Nepal. So this can be wrong. Yes?
Okay.
It is like that only I will take. And it is very easy to make this statement wrong also. They just need to change the name of the country. And I will look at the options also. They have give 2 only, 3 only. Okay? Why can't they give 2 and 3? I will question that also. That is my character, okay? I will do these things, okay? You just look at the, okay, there is any other questions? Oh, shit, I don't have. Mostly the questions will be like, the questions usually comes like 1 and 2. Okay? Then 2 only. Okay? 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. This is the general pattern of statements, options. Correct? 1 and 2. 2 only. 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? This is the general pattern of asking question. Here, they have breached that also. This is not a common way. Okay? And I have one more. I'm not saying it on record. Just take it or you can leave it. For me, this have more possibility. That is, whenever there is a B option with only 1 or only 2 only, the probability of that particular option becoming correct is true, like high. So I may take this as correct. I have that habit of doing it. This is a kind of suicidal, I know, but if I have not crossed 85, I need to do 90 questions. 90 plus is my target. If I'm standing around 88 or maybe 89, I will take these kind of things also. This is my nature of taking risk. You don't have to. I don't recommend it. But if you have the appetite for that, go for it. It's very, exciting. Okay. Like you don't know anything, but still you manage to get correct answers, right? Yeah. This is going to check your logic. Maybe, yeah, logic. No, I won't say every time. It's a matter of there is a bit knowledge game also in this.
Sir, it's T, sir.
Vegetable oil. Okay. What about Pranchu?
Yes, sir. We did this question, like a question like this.
Me? I showed you.
No.
On vegetable oil, we were discussing that only.
Yeah. We have discussed about edible oil. About AD 100, describing trade between countries including India. Okay. Since 1948, what is the specialty of 1498?
Vasco came to.
Yeah, he came to my place. My place. Yeah. Since 90. Sorry for that. We shouldn't have invited. Like, sorry for inviting him. Yeah. We should have just.
We just eliminated them, right? No issues.
Huh?
We just eliminated them, right? No issues.
Yeah.
We shouldn't worry about the past mistakes.
I'm very sad, man, that I was not a part of India's freedom struggle. I want to be that. Whenever I'm reading about the modern Indian history, I feel like I should be the part. I should be within. Like, yeah, seriously, I have this kind of fantasies.
You were there, you never know.
What?
Maybe you were there, you never know.
No, yeah, that kind of things are there. But still, I feel like, I should be born that time. Like, I should be with HSRI, I should be with Bhagat. Oh, you're here, Bhagat Singh, right?
Yes, sir.
I used to read about them. Like, Bhagat Singh is a great guy, I'll say. Why? Because you have to read about him. It is he who introduced the concept of Purna Swaraj, even before the Congress. After his death only, the Congress came with the idea of Purna Swaraj. And also, he is the guy who talked about social independence much before Ambedkar. He's great intellectual. If I was there, it will be like Rajguru, Bhagat Singh, Vijay Krishna. You should be reading like that. I should be. Yeah. Anyway, next time,
No issues.
let's see. Yeah. Let's get into service.
And sir,
Yeah. It should be like that only. Like whenever you're reading if you're reading your modern India with so involvement, you will feel like some of the characters. Like you should know about you should be aware about the Suguma Sen, right? There is a movie also,
Yes.
Chicago.
yes, sir.
After reading that, after seeing that movie, whenever I'm reading about this Chittagong Armory raid and
Yes, sir.
His name is Manoj Vajpayee, right?
Don't know, sir. I'm not remembering.
Yeah.
But I guess Sukumar since I checked Academy, but
Yeah. Just
Not sure.
there is a movie in YouTube itself. It's there. Just watch it. Okay. So there is like Kalpana Datta, like Urmila kind of thing, and the people know what they have done for our nation. They are like a superb ladies, I will say. The women empowerment is not something that should be taught to us. Actually, I don't know what happened. I used to think whenever we are looking at the characters of Indian society, like Indian history, Rani Lakshmi Bai, then these kinds of ladies, Aruna Asif Ali, Akama Cherian, and Annie Besant, the people like that, they have got a lot of respect. And there is something funny. In which INC Congress the most number of people participated? It is the session where Sarojini Naidu was the president. Why? Because people came like all the way to see how a woman do speech, and told that like she is a very beautiful, gorgeous lady, and people gathered to see her also. Yeah. So jokes apart, let's dive into the topic. So from 1947 to 1991, the Indian economy remained largely as the closed economy. Okay, these all things I'm just putting it. You can use it in your essay if you want. Essay. You can use these kinds of things. Okay. So from 1947 to 1991, Indian economy remained largely as a closed economy. High taxes were levied on the import of items. Foreign investments like FDI were restricted. However, after the liberalization in 1991, foreign trade improved significantly. Okay, these kinds of questions also these kinds of statements you can expect in your prelims. These kinds of things. Okay, so from far the top import items. The first one is obviously the crude petrol. Okay, let me ask you something. Which is the highest exported item? I mean, which item constitute the first among the export baskets of India?
I think fruits, I think, sir.
Crude.
Fruits, sir. Yeah,
Fruits. Fruits. Okay. Fruits. No, I'm talking about export. What we export most? That is my question.
Spices.
Sir, that's what.
Fruits are there. Then Pranshu is saying spices, right? It is actually petroleum products constitute the largest share in the export. That is why Trump tariff, you understood, right? The Europeans are getting so pissed when we are buying petroleum from Russia, because that is going to give us more advantage. Yep.
Yes, sir.
So top import items, that is crude petroleum, gold, petroleum products. This constitute the largest export as well as third import. Okay. Then coal, coke, and briquettes constitute top import items.
What that means, sir? As a type of coal?
Briquettes is like not a coal. I will show you. Wait, I will show you the image. I don't know how to explain that thing. Briquette, but not pretty. It's briquettes. I will show you the image. It's like this kind of. In here we say it as chagri chor. In Malayalam it is like the coconut husk kind of things, and also a lot of dust, coal. Then there are the petals. Then everything is there. Like the sawdust will be there. Everything is just composed. Yeah, I can just see the image. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I don't know why we are importing that thing a lot of. India's service export are more than its service import. Take a note. Just write this. This is going to be a prelim statement. India's service export are more than its service imports. Okay? India has a net service surplus. You understood what I mean by this statement?
Yes, sir. Just a kind of booming IT things.
Yeah. But what
Okay,
about
sure.
financial?
Yes, sir.
So much. Okay, I'm just stopping that word. I don't know how to complete it. However, India's net service surplus has been steadily declining in relation to GDP. Not this also. Our GDP is increasing at 6%. Okay, and service export is increasing only by 1%. I'm not saying this is not the official figure. I'm just explaining this statement to you. India's net service surplus has been steadily declining in relation to the GDP. That is, GDP is increasing at a rate of like 6 to 7%, but the service export is not increasing at that percentage. Is what is written there. Okay. Now, India's service surplus finances about 50% of yeah. I will tell you something. We are talked about current account, right? In that current account, I have told you we got balance of trade and we got balance of services. In this balance of trade, we are having negative, maybe negative 20 billion. Here we are having a surplus of 25 billion. So what is the current account balance? Bhagat?
5.
Bhagat?
Sir, can you please repeat, sir? There is an internet loss. I understand.
Yeah. I'll explain. Current account, okay?
Okay, sir.
Have balance of trade, which only trade in goods.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
It is having a deficit of $20 billion.
Okay, sir.
Then balance of invisibles or trade in invisibles, which is having a surplus. We already told that there is a surplus, net service surplus. That is, we got 25 billion.
Okay.
Plus 25 billion, and this is a negative balance. So what is the overall current account balance?
Plus 5, sir. Plus 5 billion.
Okay, this is what written here. India's service surplus finances about 50% of merchandise deficit. You understood?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. It just supports the balance of trade. I mean, like, sir, is it
No,
true?
it is not like that.
Supporting the
It is
overall
actually-
deficit.
Yeah, no. Current account I'm talking. Current account deficit. Actually, we have a capital account surplus.
Okay.
So overall, our balance of payment is better actually we see. I will tell you something. Current account have balance of trade, which is having a. This is a random numbers. Okay, don't see this as something. Okay, I will take something bigger. I will say it is like. Negative 50 billion. That is, we import more than the import is more than 50 billion than our export. Suppose our export is 100 billion, our import is 150 billion. That is, we have current account deficit of 50 billion. You understood?
Yes, sir.
In case of merchandise, that is goods.
Okay.
Then comes balance of services, or I'm saying it trade in invisibles. Okay, in this case, we have told like we got a surplus of 25 billion. We got a surplus of 25 billion.
Okay, sir.
Now tell me, what is the current account balance? Is it a deficit?
Current account deficit, sir.
How much?
25 billion.
25 billion. Okay, that is our balance of services, that is the trade invisibles, is able to finance 50% of our current account deficit. You understood?
Yes, sir.
Bhagat?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. So, getting correct?
Seriously? You understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now read this again. This is what it is written. Yeah, hello, yeah. Now read this statement, last statement. Read the last statement.
Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
Got it?
But the service surplus means it's current account, sir.
Put it
based
down.
on- put it down, sir. Got it. On the slide.
Bhagat?
On the slide, sir. Hello.
என்னடா தெரியல.
Sir, there is an internet issue, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. Got it.
Fine. Super. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then I just want to talk about the foreign trade policy. Okay. The foreign trade policy of 2023. There is nothing you need to know. This is the thing. This is the only data that can be tweaked during your prelims test. Okay. That is the government, the India's global share in merchandise export and services export. Okay. That is India's share in exports. Say like this: India's share in exports are low. The foreign trade policy of 2023 aims to increase that to the range of 7% to 10%. This is the first. There is a policy. Policy means what? Which is describing the objectives, which is describing what we need to be doing, what should be our objective, what is your aim. That is what it is. So it is like the foreign policy of 2023. Foreign trade policy of 2023 is saying that the government aims to grow its exports to 7% to 5%, range to 7% to 10%. Is it clear for you?
Yes, sir. Got it.
This is also needed. Okay. Service export. They will say like the service export to 20 trillion. No, it is to 2 trillion by 2030. These are the two data that you need to know. Here they will say like government aims to bring it up to 25%. No, it is just 7% to 10%. Okay. Pranshu?
Yes, sir, got it.
Yeah. So I just want to talk about something. We talk about the friendshoring. Likewise, we need one more thing, that is merchanting trade. What is merchanting trade? It is like suppose. No. Yeah, it is like that, but there is something. So this is our India. Okay. This is Australia. Sorry, I will draw it down. This is our Australia, and this is Africa. This is South Africa. Okay. Suppose what I need is in the South Africa, there is suppose cobalt. Okay. I sit in India, and here is what cobalt is there. Okay. I got a dealer. Here is an Australian buyer, a rich man. Okay, with big ears and all. Okay, he is in Australia. He is ready to buy cobalt. He called me and asked, "Hey Vijay, आपके पास cobalt है क्या?" मैंने बोला, "हाँ जी, है मेरे पास." उन्होंने बोला, "ठीक है, दे दो." At that time, what I will do? I will take my phone. I will call my friend in South Africa. I will ask, "Man, could you please ship 1 ton of cobalt to Australia?" He will say, "Okay, bro, I'm doing it." So he will just take this here. Without coming to India, it is reaching here. But the money is coming to India. Okay, this is called as merchanting trade. Merchanting trade refers to shipment of goods from one foreign country to another foreign country without touching Indian ports, involving an Indian intermediary. This will also enable exports of restricted goods. That is, I can buy this from Kazakhstan. From Kazakhstan to my Australian buddy, I can share the money. The money is coming here. I take my profit. I take everything. I will just send a few amount of money to here. So this is called merchanting trade. Okay. Yeah. Now we will talk about the challenges. That is the low access. Indian exporters have very low access to trade finance and export credit. This is especially true for the case of half of India's total export. The financial support Indian exporters receive is far lesser than in other countries. Export credit agencies rolled out 7.6 billion in fund in India, while the figure of China stood 9.9. That is very simple. You can just like this. Don't need to. Can just draw it like a great way. I'll tell you. Yeah. Okay. Just draw a diagram like this. Credit access to exporting companies. India, it is 7.6 billion. China, it is 39.1 billion. Okay. India, it is this much. China, it is this much. So there is what? There is low credit access. That is the first point. Second one, the bureaucracy. The export process in India is more time consuming than in many other countries due to high documentation requirements. Still occurs. Even I have done some exporting, I faced a lot of things. I mean, it's a high documentation requirement task. Indian exporters must prepare a large set of documents for each stage of shipping process. It is important to plan ahead because certification authorities as Indian fund are not available round the clock. Okay? You should do things according to their time. Very bad. Inadequate infrastructure. Infrastructure is India's weakest link. In data firms, statisticians, don't need. Just like this, there is no adequate infrastructure. Then let's talk about the initiatives for improving the exports. First one, remission of duties or taxes on export product. Okay, RoDTEP. Okay, it is a fully automated route for input tax credit. That is simple. That the exporting goods don't need to pay GST. Even if they have paid it, they'll get reimbursed. That is it, remission. Okay. Then rebate on state and central taxes, merchandise export from India scheme. This is a scheme. MEAS, that is merchandise export from India scheme, was introduced in the foreign trade policy 2015-2020. Under the MEAS, the government provides duty benefit depending on a product and country. Nothing. Just say like, okay, there is a duty free kind of thing. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's a very dry topic, I know. Just read it. I will be sharing the PDF soon, so that you can just read it. Okay. Yes. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, then we'll just call the day off. Ta-da.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Good night. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Good night.